back to my channel. So today we are going to work on our core muscles. Before we get into the actual sequence, I just wanted to explain a little bit about what exactly is core. When we say we really want a strong core, we want to work on our core muscles. Which are those muscles, right? So in very simple terms, basically the abdominal muscles, transverse, oblique, lower back muscles, your thighs and glutes. Yes, so all of these four muscle groups together make for our core muscles. Of course, everyone wants to work on their core one to look good, but it's also very important to work on these muscles in order to avoid any kind of joint pains like knee pains and lower back pain in the long run, because these are the muscles which allow us to have a correct posture. So it's really important that we work on the strengthening. So first we are going to begin by warming up our backs a little bit with 5 rounds of cat and cow. So before we get into cat and cow, a couple of things to remember. The moment you come into neutral tabletop, which is onto your fours, it's important that your pelvis is not hanging like this. Watch this arch. There should be no arch. So really imagine somebody's pushing your navel inside. Tuck your tailbone in. Really keep your core engaged with no arching on the back. Make sure your wrists are below your shoulders and your knees are below the hips. The toes behind can be tucked or released based on what you feel comfortable with. And let's slowly begin by inhaling to really arch. When you arch, really pull your shoulders away, look in front, and exhale to really begin the action by tucking your tailbone and round your back all the way till the shoulders, chin to the chest. Keep pushing with your arms and palms into the mat. Inhale to arch, really allowing the lower back to arch, feeling the stretch in the front side of your abdomen, rolling the shoulders away, neck can be neutral. Exhale to tuck your tailbone in, start rounding your back all the way till the shoulders, chin to the chest. Last 3 rounds. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Really find your own momentum while doing this. See if you can take it as slow as possible, really warming up that spine. Very nice. Once you're comfortable, sit back for a moment in Vajrasana, and we'll now get into our active core exercises. For that, we first lie down on our backs. So when you're lying on your backs, make sure there's no gap in between the mat and your back. So really push your navel in, ribs in, chest and shoulders in. There's no gap in between the mat and the body, so that there's no arch happening. Your lower back is always rested. For those of you who have lower back pain, you already roll something for your below your buttocks and come into a comfortable lying down position. Hands are either by the side, or you can also interlace the fingers and place them under your head, but definitely not under the buttocks. From here, we inhale, lift both our feet up, and see if you can really work towards straightening these legs. Even if you're here, that's completely fine. You keep pushing the heel away, toes towards the body. Make sure the buttocks have not lifted up. So push them down. If you come till here, that's completely fine. Work towards really straightening those knees by bringing in more and more awareness towards your quadriceps. Keep breathing. Really push the heel away, toes towards the body, and we just hold here. Hands can be by the side. Keep breathing. Gonna hold here for 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. From here we go to 60 degree and we just hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to 90 degree. Yes, you should already be feeling a lot in your core and thighs. From here, let's begin by inhaling and lifting our chest, shoulders and neck up, moving closer towards the knee. and we just hold here. Hands are by the side. Imagine the abdomen is coming closer and closer towards the thigh. Roll your shoulders back and down, and we hold here. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Gently bend your knees. Take a moment to really breathe. Roll side to side if you need to. Take a moment to recover yourselves. Breathe through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Nearly halfway there, everyone. And once you're comfortable, turn towards any one side. Roll up to sit, and let's prepare for the next pose. So the next pose that we are going to do is boat pose. For boat pose, first you bend your knees, place your feet comfortably on the mat, and even before we get into the pose, just check your back. A lot of us come into a slouch the moment we sit like this. We are sitting on a sacrum. So use your hands to really release the skin and flesh under the buttocks to make sure sitting up nice and tall. From here, for everyone who's just doing it for the first time or are the beginners, you place your palms below the knees for support. Use this action to roll your shoulders back and down, lifting the chest up. Chin is parallel to the floor, neck is completely relaxed. From here, I slightly fall behind, but I'm still not slouching. So you fall behind, still on your sit bones, nice and tall. From here, slowly lift up your legs. Toes can be pointing away for this one. Keep pointing the toes away, and we keep holding. If this is already too much, you hold here. Keep breathing. See if you can lift up your toes slightly. Keep your core engaged, and we hold here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here itself, see if you can leave your hands and keep smiling through the pain, and we hold here for 5, 4. Lift your chest up. 3, 2, and 1. From here, bring your hands back. We hold here for 5 more. If you've had too much, you go down and relax. We hold here for 5, 4. Keep lifting the chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your toes. Hug your knees for a moment. Relax. Bounce side to side if you need to. Very nice, everyone. Recover yourselves. From here, we'll move on to our next sequence. So we come into child's pose. So for child's pose, make sure your buttocks are well rested on the heels. Hands are in the front. Palms are slightly away, almost shoulder width apart. From here, we'll inhale, and placing our knees and palms wherever they are, bring your chin and chest as close as possible and slide into your abdomen. From here, we are going to attempt Bhujangasana now, Cobra pose. So roll your shoulders back and down. Palms are on the side of the chest. Even before we go up, make sure feet, heels are together, toes are together, metatarsal is firmly pressed on the ground. Really tuck your tailbone in, engage your navel from within, and inhale to lift up. Even if you're till here, this is completely fine. Remove your hands, check if there's any weight on the hand. We are only using our upper back muscles to lift up, and we hold here. Keep breathing for 5, 4. Roll your shoulders away if the shoulders are lifting up. Roll them away. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your chin down. Walk your palms slightly ahead. Bring your elbows closer towards the body, and we'll attempt now extended cobra. Again, make sure toes are together. Inhale, lift up, really pushing on away from the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down, and keep holding here. Keep breathing. If this is too intense for your lower back, walk your legs slightly open, mat width apart. And if it's still intense, you walk your palms slightly more in front and see what feels comfortable for your body. Roll your shoulders back and down, and we just hold here. You should feel good stretch in the front side of your abdomen. Really keep tucking your tailbone in. We hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come onto your elbows. Make a pillow with your hands in front. Rest your forehead. This is your time to breathe. Bring your toes together. Allow the big toes to touch and heels are falling apart. Really breathe into your lower back. And we stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To release, bring your feet together, your palms back beside the chest, push back to sit in child's pose. The last active pose before we start winding down for today. To really release our back. From here, spread your fingers, make sure there is no pressure on your wrists, really pressing onto the finger pads. Tuck your toes behind and lift your buttocks up. So for the first few counts, you can keep your heels up if you need to. Knees can be generously bent. Keep pushing your chest towards the thighs. Roll your shoulders away. Keep looking in between your hands, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and we just hold here. See what feels comfortable. If you want to walk on your toes, really relaxing the back. We hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, allow your heels to come down if you're comfortable. Push your heels into the mat. Really straighten those legs. Keep pushing the shoulders away, chest towards the thigh. Slightly more active, so engage your core. Look in between your hands. And we hold here for 5. Really go deep. 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come back, gently release your knees. See if you can really widen your knees. Bring your big toes together. Allow your chest and chin to completely melt onto the floor. Child's pose, Shashankasana. And let's just breathe to begin to cool down. And we stay here. Cooling down is equally important as much as it is to warm up and do the active practice. So really see if you don't rush through this part. And we stay here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll up to sit. And that's it for the sequence today. Thank you all for watching. So if it really helped you, I really hope that it did. If it did, please do subscribe and come back again next week for the next set of videos. Thank you.